Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, then hello. I don't know why I'm moving so much. Hello, I'm Mads. Welcome to the channel. You know, please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're returning and you're one of my babes, you're one of my OGs, then thank you so much for being here once again. Today we've got a little bit of a different video. We're going to be talking all about boys. I'm going to say boys, not men, because the people in these situations, they boys. These guys are not men. So it's kind of, rather than me talking about my experiences, I might add one or two in there, you never know, but rather than me waffle on about my experiences, I'm going to be helping out you guys with your current dilemmas. So I did put on Snapchat that I was doing this video and I got so many dilemmas through. I'm not going to be able to get through them all today, but I'm going to get through as many as possible, and then I'll do a part 2, of course. So add me on Snapchat and send me your dilemmas and I'll get them answered. I'm not sitting here saying I'm Oprah or Dr. Phil or Jeremy Kyle. Like, I am not one of them guys. I'm just giving you advice that I would give to my best friend if she was going through this situation. And I think I'm pretty good at giving advice. I think I am anyway. Some of these shocked me. Some of these shook me to the core. I was like, I'm so glad I'm not dating anymore. But don't worry. Your girl's gonna help you out. I'm gonna keep you guys all anonymous, by the way, just in case the boy's watching with you. Okay, so the first one. There was this cute boy who is a couple of years older than me, and we became really close friends, but being the stupid girl I am, I started to see him in a different light, aka fancy him. After a drunken night, we ended up sleeping together, and a couple of days later I told him I liked him, but he said I was too young for him. A year later, I'm still struggling to get over him. Is there any advice you would give for this? By the way, we don't speak at all now. Love you. Love you too. And the only thing I would say, if you still have him on any form of social media or if you still have his number, I would just block. Make sure you don't see his name anywhere. Make sure he's not in your thoughts, because sometimes you'll just be scrolling through Instagram, see the name, and then all of a sudden you're thinking about them. So I would just say completely block them out of your life. Try and block them on social media. If you guys don't speak anyway, then what's the point? Oh, this is the thing. It gets so difficult when you start liking someone, because I can imagine the feeling that you had when the guy said that you were too young for him. Oh, it's so horrible when someone like... I mean, he didn't exactly say he doesn't feel the same way, so that's kind of a good thing, because if someone says they don't feel the same way, then you're like... Oh. But I think the best thing to do is kind of block them out of your life. If you see them quite a lot, then try and avoid. I think, what's that saying? Out of sight, out of mind. So if you don't see the name, if you tell your friends, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to talk about him, then you should be good. And just try not to think about it. I know that sounds really stupid, because sometimes your mind can just go into overdrive and you're just constantly thinking about it. But if you start thinking about him, then say, okay, I'm not going to think about that anymore. I'm going to think about a goal that I have. I'm going to think about shopping. I'm going to, you know, I always think blocking is just the most useful tool on social media, let me tell you. For haters, for ex-boyfriends, for stalkers, for jealous girls. It works all the time, you know? Okay, so the next one. Me and my boyfriend have been together for 3 years. Long time. We both love each other more than anything, but we argue a lot. I mean a lot. Most of our arguments are about me seeing my friends a lot and not putting him first, etc. But I'm only 17, turning 18 soon, and I should be just having fun. I've been debating ending the relationship, as I feel I shouldn't be feeling controlled and I should be able to do what I want to do. I feel like I'm constantly being moaned at for seeing my friends, and yet he expects to go to MAGA with the lads. Ooh. I feel like it'll never be sorted, so basically, should I stay with a lad that I know I'm going to argue with me and be a pain in my arse when I see my friends, or should I end it and focus on my future? Love you so much, girl. I know that feeling. It's so horrible when you want to be with someone but you know it's not right. It's just that horrible feeling in your stomach. And if I was giving you my opinion, and if this was my best friend telling me this, I would say, I mean, it's easy for me to say because obviously the feelings aren't there for me. It's your feelings at the end of the day, but I think you kind of answered your own question in that. I would say it's not looking good, babe. He's 17, obviously that's so young. So you've been with him since you were 15, 16? Oh wait, that's 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm guessing you've been with him like since you was like 14, 15. that's young anyway. But if you are feeling like you're being controlled at 17, let me just say, in the next 10 years, when you're married and settled down, you're going to regret not having that time to be single and to be with your friends, because you're going to be married forever at the end of the day. Well, if you want to get married anyway, but you're probably going to end up with someone for the rest of your life when you're older anyway, and you're not going to be able to like go to Ibiza with the girls, and you know what I mean, when you're past a certain age. So I mean, you can if you want to be, you know. I just think you need to enjoy your youth, I guess. I mean, I'm saying that now, but I'm getting married. But Patrick would never stop me from being with my friends. Like, I'm going to see my friend tonight, and he goes out with his friends, and it's absolutely fine because we are still young. You know, we've got things to experience with our friends. I think you deserve a lot better. I think you need to just be with your friends, enjoy your life, and find someone. If you want to be with someone, then find someone that's okay with you going out with your friends and wanting to be 17, because that's completely okay, you know? I hope I've answered that okay. I'm like, I was thinking about all the answers before I did this video, and now I'm like, oh. Saying that, I know completely how you feel, because it's one of them where you know it's not really working and it's not gonna work out, but the heartbreak is so horrible. Like, breaking up with someone after 3 years especially is awful. It's so horrible. But after you've got over it, and obviously you've got friends, you've got good friends that you want to go out with, once you've got over it and started going out with them a lot more, trust me, you're gonna be so happy that you did it. Trust me, from a girl that knows. Okay, so the next one. Oh, I nearly dropped my phone, thank you. Telling a boy you've liked him for what seems like ages, but he hasn't said if he likes you back or not, and his friends say he thinks he likes you, but I don't know if I should just move on. Okay. There's two ways around this for me, because on one hand, I have got the biggest ego. Like, if a guy doesn't say he likes me back, then I'm like, see ya, bye-bye, no, not happening. But on the other hand, if you really like someone, it's hard for me to say, because I don't know whether I would do it. And this is what I mean, I'm good at giving advice, but sometimes taking my own advice, I'm like, oh, but if my friend said this to me, then I'd be like, just ask him. Just be like, listen, you know I like you, I've told you before, I'm just wondering if you like me back, or should I back off, should I move on, you know? Because if you saw him with another girl, you might be like, oh, I just should have asked him, like, he might have actually liked me, do you know what I mean? So I think you should just ask him. Honestly, if I told someone that I liked them and they didn't say it back, in a bit, hon. But then if the friends was telling me, oh, he actually did like you, and then he'd moved on, I'd be like, my ego. So yeah, in an ideal world, I would just say, listen, you know I like you, just wondering if you like me back. If not, cool, we can still be friends, I'll just back off a little bit. I just want to know if I can move on. Sorted. What should you do if your best friend ditches you for her boyfriend? This is kind of one that's close to home, because me and my best friend Emma have always been so close. Obviously when we both got boyfriends, we kind of stopped spending as much time together, but we still had that friendship. At first, I've got to say, Emma won't mind me saying this, but we didn't find the right balance. So we went from seeing each other every single day. I mean, me and Emma, we were like, everyone knew us as Maddie and Emma. Like, we were so close. We were just, well, we still are, to be honest, we're still best friends, but we went from seeing each other every single day to not seeing each other for ages. And only like recently, I would say in the past couple of months, we've found that balance where we can see each other a lot. Like, I see her every single week now. I probably see her like 3 times a week, but where we can have that friendship, but we can be with our boyfriends as well. I mean, she's pregnant, she's so excited. Both have really serious relationships, but we still make that time to see each other. And I think the best thing to do, and if I could go back and do this, I 100% would, but I think the best thing to do is just tell her and be like, I know you've got a boyfriend, I know you're really busy at the minute, but I really miss you and I miss spending time with you, so do you think you could make some time for me like a couple of times a week? Like, your friends are so important. I'll always say this, your friends are always going to be there for you if you've got the right friends anyway. But when you break up with your boyfriend, sometimes like boyfriends don't always work out, you know. Your friends are the ones that are going to be there to help you and be there for you, you know. Like, I genuinely believe I have a set of friends that will love me no matter what, and I think that's so important. If you say all that to your friend, show her this video and be like, listen, make time for your friends, because if you do break up, it's me that's going to be picking up the pieces. But yeah, I would just talk to her about it and just say, listen, I really miss you and I don't want to drift away because you're my best friend, so do you want to make more time for me, babe? You know what I mean? Maybe say it nicer than that though. Okay, so the next one, this one grinds my gears. Me and my boyfriend broke up after 9 months after he apparently cheated on me. However, he denied it and the girl denied it too. We tried to fix things, and a week after he went out and I received a picture of him and the same girl dancing together. He explained they was only hanging out as friends and nothing has happened between them. Do I give another chance or let him go completely? He's been begging for me back and has cut off the whole friendship with the other girl. Or so he says, but I've been told they've been seen together around college still. And what should I do? Okay. Boyfriends having girlfriends, absolutely fine. I do not have a problem with that at all. But your girlfriend should always come first. I think that anyway. I know a lot of people will think differently to me and be like, you've been best friends with another girl for years, they should come first. No. Your girlfriend should be your priority. And if he's not willing to give that friendship up, I mean, if he says he has, it's up to you whether you trust him, I guess. But if you've been receiving pictures, it's clear that they're still friends, if that makes sense. And maybe just talk to him and be like, listen, if me and you were gonna work, I would flip the situation around on him and be like, listen, if I had a boyfriend, not a boyfriend, I mean like a boy as a friend. If I had a boyfriend and there was 5 people that had said I'd slept with him or like cheated or whatever, and then you kept seeing me with him, how would you feel? Because that would, you know, that would make him angry. So just kind of flip the situation around on him and be like, how would you feel? How do you want to go forward with this? Because I can't keep doing this. That's what I would say anyway, because if I kept seeing pictures of them together and, you know, them dancing together, I'd be like, are you joking? Like, are you actually mad? Kind of up to you whether you want to give him another chance or not. I can't say, no, don't give him another chance, or, yeah, I think it might work. But I would definitely have a conversation with him about it before you make any kind of decision, and kind of gauge how he responds, if that makes any sense. And if he's like, oh, I'm really sorry, like I didn't realise you felt like that, or I might be like, oh, shut up, like she's only my friend, or do you know what I mean? I would gauge his reaction and then make your decision based off that, because if he's gonna get in like a big ump about it and start having a hissy fit, and you know, I always think that looks a little bit suspicious. Whereas if he's like genuinely like, oh, I'm really, really sorry, I didn't know you felt like that, then it shows, you know. In all of these situations that I've been sent, I think one of the best things to do is talk to the person about it. So we like the best friend one, just talk to them about it. If your boyfriend's doing something you're not happy with, talk to him about it, you know. This one's a little bit of a shorter one. It just says, I feel like my boyfriend doesn't love me as much, help. I, again, would just talk to him about it and just be like, listen, I don't feel like you make as much effort anymore, or I don't feel like you love me as much anymore because you don't do this, or I feel like you're always, you know what I mean? Just talk to the person about it and tell them how you feel, and they might say, oh, well, I've had like a change of heart, or I feel a little bit differently, I feel like we need to spark things up, or I feel like it's not going to work. Or you might be like, oh, I'm really, really sorry, I've just been really busy, or I've had things on my mind, I'll make more of an effort. You know what I mean? I always say you can't make someone fall in love with you, and there's nothing you can do as a person. You can't start being a certain way. You don't want to change, like you definitely don't want to change who you are, but like I said, just talk to the person about it, because you don't want to do anything differently if you're happy and you're happy being you, if that makes any sense. This one makes me so happy because I feel like this happens a lot. Boys do this a lot. My boyfriend broke up with me and started talking to another girl, but now he's making out like he wants to get back with me. What do I do? That is karma at its realest. That has happened so many times with me, and I feel like it happens with so many girls. Boys are like, oh, I don't really like you anymore, and they'll go and see what's out there, find out that there's nothing better than you, and then they'll come running back. It happens all the time. They always come running back. I mean, if it was me, or if my friend said this to me, I'd be like, listen, take it as it is. The guy left you, so I'd be like, well, you had your chance with me, babe, you blew it, so sin a bit, like go and speak to your other girls. Do you know what I mean? I think if a guy breaks up with you and tries to make you feel like you're not good enough, especially if he speaks to a girl straight away, I'd just be like, what the hell, man? If he didn't feel like you were good enough then, and he has to go out and speak to other girls, and then realised how good you were and then came back, I just don't think he's worth it. Like, that to me, if you can't be with me in the rough times, or if you don't want to be with me at any point, then see you in a bit. Do you know what I mean? No, I would just do what's best for you, I guess. But if it was me, or if I was speaking to my friend about it, then I would just be like, that is the best feeling in the world. Being able to say to someone that's come running back to you, I actually don't want you anymore. Best feeling ever. If you still like the guy, then obviously it's going to be hard to say that. But a couple of weeks down the line, when you look back and you think about that time when you was like, sorry boo, don't want you anymore, you're gonna be like, yeah. So the next one, I'm 18 and I'm in a 2-year relationship and I'm really happy with him. All my friends are getting with new guys and are having excitement. Oh, hello. All my friends are getting with new guys and having the excitement of the honeymoon period. Feel that. How do you and Paddy keep the excitement and don't get stuck in a cycle or routine? Love you, gal. Love you too. Why is my emails popping right now? Stop, please. But I completely get how you feel, and me and Pat have been in them situations before where we've kind of fell out of that honeymoon period. We've got really comfortable. We've been able to, like, I mean, I've been lying there in my own sweat. I mean, it's not always princess hair and makeup and nice smelling clothes, you know. Sometimes I do look like a pig. Sometimes I do look homeless. And sometimes, yes, I smell. But I mean it not that often. This happens once in a blue moon, guys. But sometimes I just can't be bothered and I'm like, oh, whatever. And I've really tried to get myself out of that because I feel like it does ruin that kind of honeymoon period. Of course you've got to be comfortable with the guy you're with. I just spat everywhere. But of course you've got to be comfortable with the guy you're with, and I'm going to be marrying this guy. I mean, Patrick's literally seeing me throwing up in the toilet. Like, he's been rubbing my back and holding my hair, and I mean, that's not the most attractive thing, let's be honest. But, and let me say, he's done like the smelliest farts in front of me and I'm like, really, babe? Really, babe? To be fair, I don't really care. I feel like for me that makes the relationship real and it makes it more special. I know that sounds really stupid because I mean it's a fart, but I feel like that to me just is that closeness, and it's like, I don't know, like I still love you even though you fart. Okay, let's just stop that. But I think making it special, so me and Pat always do date night. Do what you would do if you was meeting the guy for the first time, if you know what I mean, and maybe just give yourself a little bit of space. Like, me and Patrick see each other nearly every single day, and when we don't see each other for 2 days, 3 days, 1 day sometimes, we're like, oh my days, like it's like we're seeing each other for the first time in like months. I'm not gonna say years. And it's, I don't know, I just think having that little bit of time apart makes the time together even more special. Yeah, I would definitely just say going on date nights, being really spontaneous, not being in the same routine where you just feel like a married couple who's just like, ugh. And like, I don't know, dolling yourself up as if you're going on a first date all the time. I just think that's so cute. Okay, so I'll answer this last one and then I'll answer all the other ones in part 2 if you guys like this video. And when I get my ex back so badly, but I was an awful girlfriend, super controlling and jealous. How do you manage jealousy and stuff like that, and how do you generally make sure you are the best girlfriend you can be? Any tips on how to get him back? You seem like such a nice person. Oh, thank you. I really strive to be more like you, so how do you become a better person maybe? Thank you. I don't really think I'm that good of a person, but thank you so much. Okay, so I'll answer this in sections. Jealousy and super controlling. I think that all comes with trust. I think with controlling the jealousy, I would just say you're gonna have to give the guy the benefit of the doubt until you start to trust him more, if that makes any sense, because obviously if you're jealous and super controlling, then there's no trust there, because you wouldn't get like that if it wasn't for that, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I get it because you can get jealous not over him, but if a girl speaks to him and she's flirting but he's not flirting back, I mean that still would like trigger me. I'd be like, what are you doing, hon? I think you've just got to think the guy loves me, he doesn't love her. You know, she's just speaking to him. I mean, if I was there, then I'd be like, I'd probably just be like, hi, I'm Mads, I'm his fiance, how are you? But I think the best thing to do is give him the benefit of the doubt. And I know that's hard because sometimes you can set yourself up for heartbreak with that because you trust in someone and sometimes people break trust. But if you want to be with him and he's not let you down with the trust already, then I would just say you've just got to give him the benefit of the doubt if you get back together, that is. Relationships are sometimes about taking gambles, I think, when you first get together, and that's just what you've got to do until you build the trust back up. And then in terms of getting him back, I would just say, listen, I know where I went wrong, but we was... Really? There we go, it's gone now. I would just say, listen, I know I was in the wrong for doing this or doing that and being jealous and super controlling, but we was really good together and I really want to work on myself and I really hope you would give me another chance. Just say it how it is and make sure you admit where you went wrong, because guys love that apparently. Again, communication solves a lot of issues, you know. So guys, that concludes this video. I think I've answered enough dilemmas there. Let me know if you think I should do some more, you know. If you guys have any video requests or things that you want me to film, make sure you leave it in the comment section, because I want to make sure I'm doing 3 videos a week now. I've had the weirdest couple of weeks. I've had a really big creators block, not just with YouTube but with everything, like everything. I don't know what outfits I want to put on, I don't know what I want to eat, I don't know where I want to go. It's really weird, very, very strange, but I feel like I'm getting some ideas back, you know. I'm kind of fixing myself. So if you guys want to see anything, then let me know in the comment section or just message me on any one of my social medias, which I will leave in the description box. If you don't follow me, then come say hey. Let's not do that. So if you did like this video, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up so I know you guys want to see another one. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Love you.